Qutub Minar is one of the most iconic spots of New Delhi, and around 3 million people visit it every year. Many of these visitors, however, are those who are curious to see for themselves the proof of the fact that the complex was built on ruins of Hindu temples that were demolished by Muslim invaders. A reference to this can be found in the travel accounts of Ibn Battuta, a Moroccan traveler who came to India in the 14th century.
We then set out from Murshidabad and halted near a village called Palam. On the next day, we arrived at the city of Delhi, the metropolis of India, a vast and magnificent city, uniting beauty with strength. It is surrounded by a wall that has no equal in the world, and is the largest city in India, rather, the largest city in the entire Muslim Orient. The city of Delhi is made up of 4 neighboring and contiguous towns. One of them is Delhi proper, the old city built by the infidels and captured in the year 1188. The Cathedral Mosque occupies a large area. Its walls, roof, and paving are all constructed of white stones, admirably squared and firmly cemented with lead. There is no wood in it at all. In the center of the mosque is an awe-inspiring column, and nobody knows of what metal it is constructed. One of their learned men told me that it is called Haft Jush, which means 7 metals. And that it is constructed from these 7. A part of this column, of a finger's breadth, has been polished, and gives out a brilliant gleam. Iron makes no impression on it. At the eastern gate, there are 2 enormous idols of brass, prostrate on the ground and held by stones. And everyone entering or leaving the mosque treads on them.
Everyone entering or leaving the mosque treads on them. This was very much the tradition amongst Muslim invaders, to take away Hindu idols and put them in the steps of their mosques, so that the believers could trample on them as they went in to pray. When Mahmud of Ghazni broke the famous Shiva Linga of Somnath, he sent fragments of it to Mecca, Medina and Baghdad, to be cemented into the steps of the mosques, to be trampled over and defiled. Another example of this can be seen in the Jama Masjid of Delhi. To this day, buried under the steps that lead to it, are Hindu idols that were destroyed by Islamic invaders.
In the northern court is the minaret, which has no parallel in the lands of Islam. It is built of red stone, unlike the rest of the edifice, ornamented with sculptures, and of great height. The site was formerly occupied by an idol temple, and was converted into a mosque on the conquest of the city.
Thus Ibn Battuta confirms what many prominent historians have been saying all along. Qutb-ud-Din demolished 27 Hindu and Jain temples and used their debris as construction material for the mosque, the first ever mosque to be built in the city of Delhi. Built to celebrate the victory of the Islamic invaders, to commemorate the slaughter of the idol-worshipping infidels. This is Indologia. Please like and subscribe.